Hi, I'm David Posner. I'm chairman of Nutritional High. Our stock symbol is EAT. So Nutritional High was the first publicly traded U.S. company that went on the Canadian Stock Exchange. We've been trading for a little over 4 years now. And we originally started in Colorado, and our presence now has, it's really expanded. So we were also the first publicly trading MSO. So we're in Colorado, Oregon, Washington, California, and we're also just acquiring a facility in Nevada right now that we're just going through the process of closing. So over the last years, we started our company, and we started it as an oil extraction company. And we've been making ethanol-based extraction for 4 years now. So we've really refined our skill, and you know what? In the whole cannabis industry, as everybody's seen, there is a skill set, there's a learning curve, and we've been getting better and better year after year. Our product quality is, at just a different level from when we started. And then we morphed into making edibles. So we make a variety of different edible products that we started out of Colorado. And Colorado was very interesting because January 1st, 2014, when Colorado went recreational, a lot of companies came into the Colorado market, and the Colorado market was very interesting because it was a very defined market, and there was a lot of products in the market. So when your product actually succeeds in Colorado, it has a great chance to take it to all these different states. When California legalized, we looked at California market, and obviously California market is the market that we wanted to be in. It's the biggest cannabis market in the United States. And what we found with the California market was it offered something very interesting. A big problem with the distribution of cannabis is, as a manufacturer has to actually make their product and deliver it. So our sales guys were actually delivery people as well. And there wasn't a separate distributor. And in California allowed for distribution licenses, and we thought it was an amazing thing. See, the issue in selling to and servicing all these dispensaries to the capacity that they want is you need to have many sales guys running around all the time to service these companies. In California, what happened was they allowed distribution licenses, and Dakota is sitting beside me, started a company called Calyx. Nutritional acquired it last May, and it's really changed the company. It's changed the company in many ways, and I'm going to let Dakota describe, how we've kind of grown and what it really gives, and also how powerful it makes Nutritional High. Right now, there's, aside from the value that we have, us looking that we think we're actually a very strong acquisition target, there's also many joint ventures and large MSOs that need to have our pipeline of distribution in California, and to create this takes many, many years, as Dakota can take you through. And I'll let Dakota go through, but go ahead.
Sure. So I'm Dakota Sullivan. I'm an officer with Nutritional High, but I'm also still CEO of Calyx Brands. Calyx is by dollar volume about the third largest wholesale distributor in California, and we're the largest wholesale distributor of edibles in California, which is the largest market in the world. So as Dave said, Nutritional High's strategy has been to do extraction and manufacturing, to develop products, and then to roll those out in multiple markets. And California is one of the markets that we're deploying the products that Nutritional High has been developing. But what we found along the way is that there's also huge opportunity as a distributor of third-party manufactured products. So today, Calyx Brands is the distributor for Plus products, which is the #1 edible in the world. We've been their distributor since 2015. We're also the distributor for Punch Edibles, which is another top 10 edibles brand. We've also recently picked up distribution for Guild Extracts, which is a top extract brand, as well as St. Ides Blunts, which is the first ever foray into cannabis by the malt liquor brand St. Ides, for which the major investor is Pabst Blue Ribbon. So as we've focused on distributing Nutritional High's products into the California market, we've also learned that there's huge growth opportunity in being a strategic partner for third-party manufacturers as they enter the California market. So that's kind of our primary focus today as a company, is to both continue the expansion of the Nutritional High's own products into states like Nevada, Oregon, and California, as well as in California, forming more strategic partnerships with other top 20 cannabis brands, which we think is a huge growth opportunity as well.
Oh, and it's been very exciting for Nutritional High because we always had the manufacturing side to us, but just on the distribution side, when we purchased Calyx, Calyx was had a run rate of about $100,000. Our last financials, they were doing closer to $2 million Canadian a month. So 100,000 a month to 2 million, and this is in a year. So we've really scaled it up really quickly. And if you look at growth of any marijuana company on the exchange, and you see what we've done, we're trading now at around 2 times revenue, which if you look at a lot of the other companies, they're 5, 6, 8 times revenue. So we think there's great value there, but just getting all these brands that are coming on, and we're getting many of the larger brands in California are coming to us. And in the last week and a half, we've already press released 3 different brands that we just signed, and we're going to continue to get more and more and more. And this actual pipeline that we've created, like we are in 98% of all the dispensaries in California, and the other 2%.
Yeah, are not worth being in. But I think, key to the continued growth of Calyx is that historically we've only been a full service distributor. What does that mean? It means that we're charging anywhere between 20 and 25% of the gross value of the wholesale product in order to sell and deliver it. We're moving toward launching an a la carte model that will allow brands to only pay for the services they need wherever they need them. So some brands, if any of the folks in the room are familiar with some of the low-cost delivery-only models that have launched, such as Blackbird and Cannabis, these companies have been very successful because they're providing a very low-cost way for manufacturers to get their products into dispensaries. However, they're not really providing a sales layer. Most of the large brands have their own sales teams, but supporting a sales team is expensive. So part of our go-forward strategy is to begin offering more of an a la carte model to brands so that they can use us for low-cost delivery only where they need that, and they can use us for other services such as sales, brand ambassador, retail merchandising, or even things like stockouts. I don't know if everyone's familiar, but the concept of stockout is tracking of all the SKUs a manufacturer is supposed to have in a store, which ones are missing at any given time. It's a fairly standard practice in CPG, but it's completely missing in cannabis. So this is another one of the services that we're rolling out to support these large manufacturers as we go forward. So as Dave said, we think that Calyx today is on track to do about 24 million US. And we think that this is really just kind of scratching the surface of what's possible for distribution in California right now.
And I think the most important thing, and all these cannabis companies are trying to get market intelligence. They're trying to find out what products do people actually like as they roll into different markets. And this just isn't the California market. It goes right across the US, goes into Canada, it goes as Europe's evolving. And having Calyx is a very powerful tool because we're constantly going to all the dispensaries. We're finding out what the people are actually buying, what they like, what's their comments. So our market intelligence is maybe the greatest in the whole cannabis industry as far as that goes. And it's a very powerful thing. And this is what's allowed us to make our own manufactured products. So we're not going in and saying, hey, maybe we should make a chocolate. We're saying everybody wants this type of product. Like we found out, people really want to have cannabis-infused mints. All the stores kept asking for cannabis-infused mints. So we started to develop cannabis-infused mints. So it's a lot easier to actually know what people want rather than just saying to yourself, well, maybe we should make this, or I think this is a good idea. So the market intelligence has made us, a much more focused company. And aside from just the focus of it, it's allowing us to actually be true professionals in the industry. So when these larger companies, larger MSOs are coming, they're coming in with a lot of cash and they want to infiltrate all these different markets. They're coming to us and they're saying, how should we do it? And this is where we're going to be able to team up with larger MSOs. We're going to be able to team up with big brands as they start expanding from different markets into the California market. And Calyx has been a tool, and it's been a lesson for me in the cannabis industry, and I think it's going to be, I think it's a very, very valuable component of Nutritional High. We feel Nutritional High is highly undervalued right now, Origin House, which owns a company called River, which is our competitor. Origin House was sold for $1.3 billion to Cresco Labs. Our revenue is very similar. As far, they were doing, what, about 20% more revenue than us?
Yeah, we're within about 16% on the revenue side of them. And I think Calyx, again, arguably, we're very comparable in size. Calyx may have a slightly larger or smaller footprint than them, but we're very comparable.
So we really believe, and that's why we really believe there's great value in the nutritional stock price. A lot of the cannabis stocks have come down, and what you're going to see in the whole cannabis market is some of the companies, there was a lot of hype to this whole cannabis industry, but it is a profitable industry if done right, and you're going to see the cream's going to rise, and the companies that have really worked hard and had focus are going to do exceptionally well and are going to become cash cows, and a lot of the other companies are going to filter out. So I really believe, you got to see the professional skill sets of these teams and really see the focus of these companies and what they're doing. And, I really believe Nutritional, you're going to see a big upside in the stock price in the next little while, but you're going to see quarter after quarter after quarter our revenue increase, and even 2 quarters ago we had a profitable quarter, which almost nobody in the cannabis industry can say. So we really are focused. We ran this, run our company very lean, and we think we're the best value on the exchange right now in the cannabis industry.